It's another high-scoring affair as Goff is just able to get out of the end zone. Wow. And Draymond Jones almost came up safety.
I think he knew that with the 2-minute warning they had a free play, so they're going to take a deep shot and try to hit a home run, and it almost backfired on him. He barely gets the ball out of the end zone.
What a job by Goff. Goff just shaking his head. 1:57 left. 3rd and 13 with 1 timeout remaining for Seattle. 15-point game.
You guys are making this work.
With Bud Light, it's easy to watch NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV.
Yes! Right? It's not for everybody, right? Marriage is not for everybody, but...
Visit BudLight.com for a chance to win.
I'm so happy, right? Everybody, cheers!
This week only at Domino's, get unlimited mini-priced pizzas for 50% off when you order online. Choose any size pizza you want, any crust you want, and any toppings you want. Oh, and any number of pizzas you want, too. Get 50% off your perfect pizza, or pizzas, this week only at Domino's.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th. With exclusive savings just for Prime members, you'll feel like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
Target Circle Week, 1 week.
Sunday to 6.
Target Circle Week,
Sunday to
1
6.
week.
Big deal.
It's Target Circle Week.
Get ready for 7 days of big deals.
That's right, Penn. What a big week.
Huge week. Starting October 6th.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Oh, what a hit. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, the cost to cover that might tank your season. So get Allstate, save money on auto insurance, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
Check out Mahomes scrambling into T-Mobile to get the new iPhone 16 Pro built for Apple Intelligence. Cuz holding it up like a baby lion. Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
I'm Scott Van Pelt. Coming up on the Monday Night Post game presented by Nationwide over on ESPN. We'll break down the key moments from this game with Joe and Troy. That might take a while. We'll hear from Coach Campbell, Mike McDonald. We're going to take you inside the winning locker room as well. All that and more is on the way. Joe, Troy.
Scott, thank you. Here's the call from Alex Kemp.
The ruling on the field has been changed to a safety. It's 2 points for Seattle. Detroit will kick off.
This makes it a 13-point game as they will change this after looking at it to a safety. Draymond Jones made the play. The ball comes out, but then when he goes down, Russell Yerk, it's on the goal line.
Correct. He doesn't get forward progress because you can see his body continues going forward. So it's a down by contact point that we're looking at. And when that forearm is down, part of the ball is over the white, over the goal line. It's a safety by rule. I like this change.
Well, it's really Detroit trying to do a little bit too much. They knew that with 2:05, they had a free play because they're going to have to stop the clock anyway at the 2-minute warning. So they're going to take a shot, and they're going to get Tim Patrick going across on the deep crosser as Amon-Ra St. Brown hooks up in the middle. They've got him, but you have to block him and all that. What they get out of that if they were to hit it, I'm not real sure, but instead, it's a safety, but that was the logic or the thinking anyway of what Ben Johnson and company were trying to do offensively for Detroit.
And it happens on the other side of the 2-minute warning, so now they put time back on the clock. There's 2:01 on the clock, and we'll have the free kick. The dynamic free kick.
Yes. Let's see how this works out.
It will be returned by D. Williams. And he's got the far sideline. Flag on the play. as Jake Bates makes the tackle on Detroit's side of the 50. But
during the return, holding, receiving team number 83. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Derek Young is guilty of the hold, so that big return is eliminated right there on the edge, as he's got a hold of Craig Reynolds. All right, so now a minute 54 remaining. A timeout on the board for Seattle, but they're down 13. It's been a big night for Geno Smith. Career highs in completions, attempts, yardage. Here's Metcalf adding to those totals. And he hops out of bounds with a minute 48 remaining and a gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. As Detroit, obviously, they're going to try to, although I've seen Aaron Glenn still come up and play some tight man coverage with a 2-possession lead, but you know, Carlton Davis is out there playing soft and just giving up some underneath throws, or the intermediate throw anyway. Just not wanting to give up anything big down the field.
DK Metcalf now the first Seahawk receiver ever with 100-yard games in 3 straight outings. Here is Smith taking off, fakes the toss, gets the first down. Clock runs with a minute 35 to go. 13-point game. Another high-scoring affair between Seattle and Detroit. Detroit going into their bye week next. This one is thrown out of bounds. Meanwhile, Seattle had won 6 straight head-to-head meetings with the Lions, and head coach Dan Campbell said before this game, if you think I'm not aware that we've lost to Seattle in 3 straight years, you're wrong. I am, and here they are leading by 13 with a minute 16 to go. There's the Seahawks' upcoming schedule. Giants, 49ers at the Falcons, 2 home games. This is the first of 3 games over 11 days for Seattle, and Detroit's going into their bye week. Pressure on the edge, and a flag on the coverage. Another one on Terrion Arnold covering Bobo.
Well, they got to put mittens on him in practice, just so you know he can't grab. They got to do something. It's his first move.
Defense number 0. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
That's his first move. Whenever he starts to feel threatened, you're gonna see as Bobo comes up the field and he gets a little out of position, and then he grabs.
It's his 3rd penalty tonight. Arnold, 2 holds and a pass interference, and he's up to 8 penalties on the year, including 5 pass interference calls. All of these penalties tonight in the second half. So a first down with a minute 11 to go at the 35. Geno Smith for Lockett, incomplete.
Well, you mentioned well, now we got a man down.
Onwuzurike delivered a hit on Geno Smith.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 91. It's a 15-yard penalty, first down.
And that's the body weight call on Onwuzurike. And Geno Smith was slow to get up after that.
And then Onwuzurike, he's doing a little acting at the end of this as well. As the offensive lineman Connor Williams, Bradford takes exception to it.
And Smith, Geno is up, moving around. Okay, that is the 9th penalty on the Lions defense in this game. Because Geno Smith was injured by the foul, he's allowed to stay in the game. He does not have to come out. And he's able to continue, even though the officials are not set here yet.
The trainers came out for Detroit, number 91. That's an injury under 2 minutes. Detroit is charged with their first timeout.
And on top of that, Detroit is charged with a timeout because of the injury on Onzarike on the hit he delivered inside of 2 minutes. It's first down at the 20. All career highs for Smith, but all he cares about is that score. 13-point game. End zone and intercepted by Kirby Joseph. His third of the year. And that will end that.
Well, they bring 6 guys on the rush. Kirby Joseph's just going to play center field, and he's underneath the throw to make a play.
Let's make sure he maintained control of the ball all the way to the ground.
His hands under it. Boy, how about that catch?
That's amazing by Kirby Joseph.
That's really good. And you talked about him earlier. He's been really good for them this year. That's a heck of a play to wrap this game up. Wow.
He had one in week 1. He had one last week and one tonight, which, if it stands, and it looks to us like it will, it was close. Hand was under it. Will end the night.
He's got more interceptions than he does receptions that he's given up.
I'll give you one on those lines. Jared Goff has more touchdown catches in this game than incompletions. One touchdown catch.
What a game.
No incompletions, and the quarterback play tonight was sensational.
Yeah, and as a former quarterback, I really enjoyed watching both these guys. Jared Goff was fantastic. Geno Smith with a lot of pressure. Talked about the bye that Detroit is going to have. Normally you don't like it coming up this soon in week 5, but for this team, they're pretty banged up. I think it comes at a good time for them. And you know, Mike McDonald's building something. In this second half, he's not going to be happy with the way the defense played overall, but they'll grow from this. And I thought they had a good showing, and they're 3-1 and still alive and well.
Yeah, both teams are going to walk out of here 3-1. Goff 18 of 18, 292, 2 touchdowns, a touchdown catch, and a career high passer rating of 155.8. Geno Smith, all career highs, 37 of 53, 374. But in the end, the Lions get the win, and they snap a 6-game losing streak head-to-head to the Seattle Seahawks, and a lot of respect between Geno and Jared.
If Jared Goff doesn't have a perfect quarterback rating, what does it take? Tonight was about as perfect as you can get.
It's a really good question, and I wish I had an answer. The safety, did that take away from?
Nope.
By the way, the final numbers for Goff on play action, and he got that great run game. 12 of 12 for 229 and a touchdown. Let's send it down to Lisa Salters. Lisa.
Jared, at what point, sorry about that,